What is going on, guys? Listen. Tonight, episode 190, Big Beard and Friends. It's Friday, and for most of us, it's a good thing. For a lot of people that watch, for a lot of people that do life, for a lot of people that we love Fridays. Who doesn't love a good Friday? I mean, we know that we work, we bust our butts Monday through Friday, and Friday's here. All right. Tonight, join me. I mean, just for a little bit. Come on. I don't know what you got to do. I'm trying to get better at this. Computer's down. I'm bringing it live for the last 10 weeks. I think it's 10 weeks. And I'm still doing what I do. And, but my computer is down as far as my storage, and there's other things wrong with it. So I don't pre-record them. I go live, like right now. Anyway, and it sounds weird to keep saying live. Anyway, look, join me if you will. Tonight I'm going to talk about happiness. And first and foremost, as I do every Friday, let me go ahead and take this off because I can't even see that. As I do every Friday, first and foremost, listen. If you are going through hard times, sorrow, struggle, strife, miss you too. Popped up just like that. I miss you, man. For real. If you're going through, Brad, you're awesome. I love you, man. I miss you. Miss you. Catch up. Don't be a stranger. Write, call, whatever. We'll do something if we have to. Anyway, remember that if you're going through these hard times, it's going to pass. It gets hard in life, whatever it may be. Sometimes things seem like you're not ever going to get out of a funk, get out of a season. And in reality, it's just how life is, okay? But tonight, I want to tell you that it will pass. I'm going to talk about happiness. Now, happiness, right? I'm always to the point sometimes. I get in your head. I talk my talk. I talk what I do because that's what I do. I'm going to talk about happiness. Now, check this out. Happiness is something that we all search for. We all want. I believe this. I believe happiness is something that is not easily found. And that sounds mean to say. That sounds like a terrible thing to say. But I think happiness is a hard thing for a lot of us, for a lot of people. And if you're happy, you're happy. If you're not, you're not. But I think there's different levels of happiness, huh? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's that happiness, like I'm excited, I'm happy for life. I'm not in a bad mood, not in a good mood, I'm just happy. That's like, I didn't really, know the levels, names, but then there's that second happy, where you're really excited, you tell everybody, and you can't stop. You're really happy inside and out, and then there's that beyond happy. And I guess one could say it was outrageously, overly, boisterously excited, whatever, where you just are just a happy person. You live a happy life, and but there's that one level of contentment happy. You see what I'm saying? The contentment where we want to be okay with our lives. Are you happy? Are you happy? Like truly, to be joyful, to be in a good spirit, to be, if you are and you're a very, very humble person, I commend you. I think that's awesome. But for most, being happy, just finding that comfortable place, I think that's hard. I mean, not everything in our lives is going to make sense to us. It's not going to put us in good places. It's not going to put us, every one of us go through these things and situations in our lives where we get down and out. Whether someone passes away, whether someone's born, whether you reunite with an old friend, or whether you reunite with someone, and just an example, and they turn out to be worse than they were when you seen them before. You know what I mean? Tonight I hung out with a brother of mine. I call him my brother. I love you. I love you. And just being around him made me happy. When you get around somebody, as my friend just wrote right there, well, Brad, miss you guys. When you can miss somebody, that means you've been happy with them. You've grown with them. You've got to see them grow. Things like that. I mean, when you think about happy, when you look it up on a computer, it says the feeling or showing of pleasure or contentment. Okay? Johnny came in looking excited and happy. Things like that. But having a sense of confidence, a satisfaction, arrangement of the situation, I don't know. I was never happy about that explanation. That kind of, it's that satisfaction. It's the, I don't know. I feel sometimes I'm too much, and I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong audience, the wrong field, the wrong platform. I don't know. But there's a point in our lives where you start to give back to your, I used to say you give back to your family, your folks, but you have to give back to yourself. Are you happy? Are you content in life? What makes you happy? Now, I'm sitting here saying this over and over and over, but let me tell you something in case you just don't know this. There's so many people that walk around with a facade and with a look on their face that they absolutely don't want to be here, don't want to be there, don't want to be anywhere. Those people can make you smile the most. Those people can make you mad the most. Those people are just people. They're everyday people. They look like me, you, her, them, whatever. They look like everybody. Happiness is a hard thing to find. I really do believe that. And being content, more, than we can say. I think that happiness for me is almost like, you can say place. For me, I'll just say for me, okay? I can't, everybody's different. It's like a place in my mind. A place off to the side. And if I go there, to that place, it's an overwhelming feeling. If I don't go to that place, it can be an overwhelming feeling. But not physically go, but I think y'all get what I'm saying. If we could, we'd all go to that place if we all could physically. But for me, sometimes my happiness is so overwhelming that I'll start crying. We've all been there, right? You're so happy. It's overwhelming, but do you get to crying about it and the happiness? Is it something that you realized? Because those kind of happinesses, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of happiness, I say those happinesses, those kind of moments, I think are deep. Where you can look at something and have that feeling and showing, once again, a pleasure. Because after all, it's an adjective. I'm reading here like I'm smart. But I guess what, at the end of the day, you can always say, everybody that you come in contact with, everybody that you're going to meet, everything that you're going to do, everything that is going to happen in your life, you just think. I know, and once again, I can say for me, because I don't know everybody, because there's so many, but you just think you're in control. We're content, but are you happy? I say that if I go to that place in my mind and I stay in that place, I am the best of people to be around. And when I'm not in that happy place, yeah, man, I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk to myself. I'm mean to myself. And then I let that flow into others and flow out. And then at the same time, I find myself yelling at people to stop being so damn negative. I'm yelling at people. I'm becoming what I used to say is after a while of hating, after a while of being mean, after a while, you become what you hate. I was becoming what I was against. I'm not sure if all this is making sense, but we all struggle. I think it's the way to look at this. We all go through finding real happiness. I don't know. I do not think that people are happy. Maybe they're not sad. Maybe they're not down and out, but I don't think that people are as happy as we make ourselves out to be. And you know what? That's called being strong. You know what I'm saying? That's called being something, being strong, believing in yourself is what makes me happy. Is seeing other people succeed, doing my to-do list, and doing something for someone that they can't repay me back for. You dig? I don't know if that makes sense. Everybody, what's your happy? What makes you happy? Let me know right now. If you're watching this, you're one of the 1 or 3 people that are watching this. What makes you happy? Is it flowers? Is it puppies? Is it kids? Is it your family? Is it, all that should make you happy. But look at that. What's up? Look at that. That's what it's about. Hey, guys. You're awesome. Brad, tell him I said what's up. Mr. Blake, Big Beard. That's what makes me happy. That's awesome. And you're right. I don't think it's as, wow, that made me happy, guys. See, I just look like I eat small kids, but that's what I'm my favorite. But, you got kids going, hey, Mr. Blake, they rock. I've chased them through the neighborhood, and I've thrown balls at them. This sounds really bad, don't it? Sounds like I've chased kids. No, we had fun. They used to be a friend of mine, a good brother of mine's neighbor. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're watching tonight. I know you get and do what we do because we've done it for a few years. You're awesome. That makes me happy. Those kind of things. And I think that contentment to spread things like that, to say, oh, this is what makes me happy. This is family. He said family. That should be at the top of your list. It should be, that once again, that confidence, that's satisfied with the quality or standard of. We all go through moments. I'm feeling like I'm beating a dead horse and I'm saying things over and over and over and over. But we all have these moments, and we all have where, the eureka moments and the moments. What is your happy? Maybe you don't want to, write it here or tell me. If you're watching this later, as people do, then write it later. And for those of you, and it's been a couple of weeks, but for those of you who do write me to the side, I don't want to say your names. I want to share some of these stories, though. Even if I don't share your names, we got to talk about this. Because some of you that write me, there's only a few. You hear, some of you actually hear me every Sunday. But Brad, you hear me every Sunday. Paula, my wife, y'all hear me. Some of you are wanting to feel good about yourselves. So if I ever say anything or want things, say anything, please share it. Do whatever. But back to the point at hand, just real quick. Happiness. Find your happiness. Don't be afraid to let somebody know. Write it down. Whenever you're watching this, that's what I was going to say. Whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this, whenever, I don't care. A year from now, 2 years from now, never. If I have things like this happen, these are real moments. These are cool. I'm all for the kids. I'm all for having fun. I'm all for spreading the happiness. I guess in a way, before I get... I could cry now, I guess is what I'm saying. These kind of things make me happy. So go out and tell someone. Go out and try to change someone for the happy. Or don't say anything. And just acknowledge it. Maybe you're not happy enough to go out and tell somebody. Maybe you're an embarrassing, or you're embarrassment. Maybe you get embarrassed. And you're like, this is going to be an embarrassing moment for me. Then don't do that. Just acknowledge you're happy. I don't know. I'm not good at telling people what to do. I'm not. I don't like telling people what to do. I like trying to give advice or something that I've been, I'll be happy to advise you. You see, things like that. Yeah, worship, family, dinner, dogs, road trips, sleeping in. Yeah, amen. That's my wife. Yeah, amen. My family definitely makes me happy. Cheerful. Family makes me happy, and at the same time, family can get on your nerves. Those of you who have spouses and children and a family, if you say that they don't get on your nerves, I'm going to say you're lying. But most of all, I know that they still make you happy. I know that once again, all this prospectively is even myself. You might really hate your family. I don't know. I hope not. Sometimes family can be jovial, and sometimes family can be jubilant, and sometimes family can be in jail. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Are you selective, in your happiness? I'm one of those people, like, if I close up from you, if I stay away because you're stupid or you've done something dumb, or whatever the case may be, I like to not push you away, but stay away. And I don't care what anybody says. If you want to stay away from a toxic situation to better yourself and to make everything be better for you and yours, I don't think there's something wrong with that. So definitely that, whatever makes you happy. And once again, if it's walks on the beach, or as it said here, worship, or whether it's climbing a tree or cutting grass. Whatever it may be for you to do to make you happy, I think you need to find it, and don't let that thing go. Don't let that place go. Don't let people interrupt it. If you have to go or get in a certain area or place to enjoy it, then do it. Now, I don't mean go out and get drunk and raise hell and be with one of the boys, and that makes me happy. That's not what I mean. I'm talking... Find your happiness. That, I don't know. I think it's self-explanatory. I just think it's hard and it's rare to find. Not that if you're not happy, you're not where you need to be or wherever, I'm saying the actual happiness. I think it's hard. I think it's hard. I think it's rare. More rare than we think, but it's out there. Being kind, whatever it may be, do it. If it's, as long as it's positive, that can make, that makes me happy. Okay, I'm thinking of things every time I turn around. Maybe, just maybe, you really do not care. Maybe you've never been happy. Is there really such things at the end of the day as having no happiness? You think there's people in the world who has never been happy? They don't know what happened? I think it's out there, and I think it's sad. I would sit here and be lying if I had said it's easy for me to be happy. No, the hell it's not. I'm kind to a point, but I try to teach others, not, don't do what I do. Just try to do some good. Try it this way, try this approach, and I'm not good at working on myself. Sometimes I'm hard to get along with. But, sometimes other people are hard to get along with. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make things easy. But I want to go at times to, or all the time, to that happy spot. And I say that spot, like, mentally, wherever we go, emotionally, and I want to stay there. But I know the reality is we're not always going to be, in situations. Things are going to mess with your head. It's going to make you unhappy. Things are going to get in your head. They're going to come in your thoughts. You're going to be, you're normal, I guess is what I'm saying. I feel like I can't say what I want to say, but at the same time, it's like I'm saying it. To find your happy spot and, damn it, stay there or go to it when you can. And maybe your spot is physical. Maybe it's on the couch with a good book. Maybe it's curled up with a cup of coffee and watching TV. Maybe it's sitting there looking out the window watching it rain. Maybe it's staring at the sun. Maybe watching the clouds go by. Maybe it's at the beach. That's a good spot to start, right? Relaxing. Speaking of beach, there's so much that people go on vacations, and we go every year to somewhere, and you go here every year and go. What I want is 1 year. I want to go to the beach, and I want to go for a week, at least a week, 5 days, and like every day, I want to spend as much as I can, probably. I always think about 4 to 5 hours at the beach, if not longer. And I just want to lay on the beach and do nothing. I might have like a bottled water, but I want to do nothing. I don't want to get up unless I got to go pee. I don't want to do a damn thing. That would make me happy. I'm sure somebody would come by, or something would ruin it with sand or wind or an umbrella or a dog peeing on me or something. I don't know. But that's what I want to do. So what makes you happy? You don't have to answer me. You can think, he's just an idiot. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm an idiot too. But I know you got a happy spot, happy place. And perhaps just at the right time, and the right day, and the right evening, and the right hour, you get around a happy person. A person that makes you happy. Maybe you don't see that person. Maybe you're with them every day and you can't just express how they make you happy because you're just a damn idiot. You bumble your words. And by the time you've said what you said, maybe it's stupid and it made you unhappy. But at the same time, it's okay to rest and relax, but don't stay unhappy. Take all the time you need, but get happy. I don't know. I feel like I'm reading some book on some commercial or something, and I really mean that. I wanted to talk about it because, I've seen, from every day I go. Today I went to a restaurant to eat, and I talked to a gentleman. The other day I went to the same restaurant and talked to an elder lady. And earlier in the week I went there, and every time we talked to somebody, we were happy for a moment. It was just things about life, stuff about what's going on, always laughing, and these were strangers. Well, naturally, you start talking, they're laughing, you're in line at the restaurant, getting ready to order your food, and they're laughing, and they're turning around, look at you laughing, they want to know why, and then you got like 5 or 6 people, if not more, subsequently, in line, laughing, happy, just like that. Why was that easy? The atmosphere, being around the right people. Being around the right, and maybe, just maybe, you're kind of like me. Your happiness just comes and goes in waves. And you're not quite sure if it's ever just going to be a nice, relaxing ride. Because you've been done wrong, or situations so wrong, so wrong and so much that it's hard for others around you to understand why you have trust issues. I don't know. Maybe you just are tired of being happy. And I know that sounds redundant. Some people might not want to be happy right now. It's a season. I don't know. That's all I got to say tonight. I don't know. I didn't even have much to say. I don't even know what was going on here. I just decided to wing it. And I did know that for 2 days, about a day and a half, I wanted to talk about happiness as I did. Share this video. Do what you guys must do. Yes, I see another one. Beach. Yeah, beach is definitely on the road trip. Praying, sitting on the couch, watching, and the corn grow and listen to the rain. Absolutely. That right there, as I get older, I appreciate things, and I kind of always have, but I appreciate it more and more as I get older. Guys, go find your happy. Go, if you've watched me now for the last 30 minutes, thank you. Go spread your happy. Go do your happy. It sounds like something you can pick up. But you know what? If it was physical, I wonder how many of us would buy it. I don't know. That's a good question. Stay happy. For real. Spread the kindness. And go out and make somebody smile. Because it's our world. And that's what we do. What are those 3 words I say every Friday that take us out of here? Love. Peace. Did I say it right? Did I say it wrong? Did somebody say it with me? It's like, can you hear it? No. Love, peace, chicken grease. Thanks for watching, guys. Veterans Day.